Honorable Deputy Speaker, you know better that you cannot raise on a point of order. Yes, then you can only seek intervention. You may proceed. You may proceed.
Honorable Speaker, we are very busy in this house this afternoon, and the working environment is not conducive, Mr. Speaker, because of the music playing outside by maybe people who have come to bring their petitions or who want to be heard by the Parliament. Also, Mr. Speaker, in honor, Mr. Speaker, they can submit their maybe petition silently without the music that they are bringing, Mr. Speaker, so that also we can do some work. And is it intentional music that they are playing, Mr. Speaker, or maybe if you can do the sergeant of terms, they can be asked to submit their petition silently to the clerk's office, and then they will be handed, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, indeed that singing and petitioning has been ongoing for the last maybe 5 hours. Because when we sat as a panel, that music was still on. When we sat at the Senate Business Committee, that music was still on. It is still on. Now, whatever is the grievance, I think the leadership should be able to go listen to them, pick whatever memorandum that is to be picked, and thereafter ask them to retreat as Parliament looks into their grievances. I think thereafter is when we can invoke the powers of the sergeant at arms to disperse them. I think it's good to give them an ear before we tell them to disperse. So in this regard, allow me to nominate 2 of our senators to go engage them and come back to report to the House. Otherwise, we will not be able to transact any business in this House. The noise out there is certainly disruptive of the proceedings, but again, we cannot just wish it away. The only thing we can do is to give the petitioners an ear and then ask them to kindly retreat as we look into their grievances. I will nominate Senator Boni Halwale, the Minority Whip, Senator Sifuna, and the Deputy Speaker, the 3 of you, to proceed to give them an ear, report to the House, see if we can find some peace. Yes, seek your clarification.
Mr. Speaker, I had the opportunity of last week to discharge the duties that you are giving me now. And Mr. Speaker, it must be understood that those are workers of the universal health care who happen to share the same professional background with me, albeit at different levels. It would look a bit dishonest that having promised them action last week, I go back to do the same. Unless, Mr. Speaker, you are asking me to go and request them to go and play the KASONGO song at the State House. If they are looking for the president who they call KASONGO, he's not in the Senate. He's at State House, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a matter... So
are you disqualifying
I beg that I be disqualified.
So the Deputy Speaker and the Senator for Nairobi, just go give an ear to these wonderful Kenyans and ask them kindly to retreat as we look into their grievances. So we proceed to the comments on the statements that have been requested. Senator Beatrice Akinyi.
Honorable Speaker, I thank you for granting me the opportunity to comment on the statements, and I want to add my voice to the comment by the Senator for Kisumu on the transfer